I will say that along the way, we've never felt that he's just a patient. It's more like they're almost family. Like they are as concerned and like excited for him when he hits a milestone, and that just as we are.
He essentially suffered a stroke. In result, had some pretty significant brain damage in the rear of his brain, which affects motor movement, language skills, sight. We got him into curatives.
He initially started with Hannah and Nikki.
Yeah, so he started out with PT and OT. He essentially started from not being able to sit up, not being able to hold himself up, in a sitting position. He would always just be laying down. And Hannah and Nikki really worked with him a lot.
Well, they didn't just work with him. They explained what they were doing and why they were doing it, kind of to teach us along the way too.
The first day that Nicco was able to go into school, he was able to walk in. And he was able to walk in as a walker all by himself. And I sent Hannah that video that you were a big part of the reason that he was able to do this. And she replied back, and she's like, this is why I do what I do. And they're just great people. They really are.
Nicco is a really fun kid. He tends to light everybody up with his smile and his giggle. And he works really hard when he's motivated to do so, and finding just the right things that make him motivated can sometimes be a challenge, but once you find those things, he really takes off. His interest in walking lately has been really fun, and he just is going to town with it, and it's been a lot of fun.
That's one of the things that I've always really enjoyed about going to curative with him is the fact of how involved they make the parents, or allow the parents to be during the sessions. They have a long-term goal in mind, and there's certain steps to take to get to those.
Nicco's family has been excellent with what they have been doing at home. They follow through with what we ask them to do. From a gross motor perspective, my PT role, they've been really consistent multiple times a week doing activities at home that we ask them to do, and it really helps make the progress consistent. Week by week, he would not be here where he is without the follow at home.
The fact that he's walking, the fact that he can stand, the fact that he talks as much as he does, and the fact that, he does everything that he does is not only, attributed to me and Jessica working with him, but, it's curative guiding us, and us, and them being supportive of us and helping us, whenever we need to, need the assistance.
The collaboration has been critical to get the progress that we've had with Nicco, with occupational therapy and speech therapy, as well as physical therapy together. We can address each other's goals within a separate session, and we can really learn from our teammates about how best to work with Nicco and help him to progress to the best of his ability.
They're very involved, and it's not, like Jessica said, they're not just they're not just his therapist, and he's not just a patient to them, and everybody from, the therapist to even therapists that don't even work with him, like everybody knows Nicco, and it's not just because of Nicco, it's just the way they are with everybody. There's all these kids that are just so seemingly important, to the staff there, and they're always just so good to everybody.
Have faith in the process. Sometimes you might not understand what the therapists are doing, but give it time, and there's amazing results.
It's just such a great experience. I don't think that Jessica and I could ever, express how much we've appreciated and loved, the involvement that Nicco's had at Curative. A lot of what they've done is, been a huge part in his success. They've had such an impact.